Greetings everyone, and welcome to part 3 of Mega Man 10, and I thought I'd start off this part by visiting Protoman Shop. That's right, each of the 3 characters have their own shop, and I might as well show them off, right? So anyway, Protoman Shop. We have lives here, we have E-Tanks, we have weapon tanks, which appear for the first time since, well, Mega Man 7. We get the Beat Call, which is again the Bottomless Pit Rescue Service. We have Shock Guard, which protects against spikes, and we have the Energy Balancer. Now, the guy running the shop here, this familiar looking green guy, we all know that's Otto underneath that med helmet. Come on, Otto, stop fooling yourself. And I believe that med helmet is a nice little callback to Mega Man 7. You know, when Otto offered Mega Man the med helmet instead of his usual blue helmet, you know, that scene. And also in the shop is Tango the Cat. That's right, Tango the Cat from Mega Man V, the Game Boy game. It's a nice little cameo, so yeah, that's pretty much just it, a cameo. Alright, so anyway, here we are in a Nitro Man stage. Alright, Nitro Man, let's see. He can transform into a motorcycle and release several wheel cutters. He is a stunt robot who has appeared in many movies and TV shows. He is willing to do whatever stunts he asks regardless of the risk. Nitro Man is also the president of a robot stunt club which has 60 members. Okay. So, yeah. So we have another transforming robot in addition to Turbo Man. That's fascinating, I guess. Ugh, I hate those moving vehicles and I hate those flying Mets. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. I mean, especially for Proto Man. I mean, if he collides into those moving robot vehicles, he can take massive damage. Because, again, Proto Man has bad defense. I mean, he has the Proto Shield, but still, double damage. Bleh. Of course, here, you gotta be careful, but you can, as you can see here, I can ride this one across to the end, but be careful, there are spikes, so, yeah. Now, I would recommend using Chill Spike to take out those vehicles, because they can collide to either the spike themselves, or you can actually freeze them in place. And another vehicle will, well, happen along by and collide with the frozen vehicle, destroying both of them. So, yeah. Now, I know that Chill Spike is also Nitro Man's weakness, but it doesn't use up a lot of weapon energy, so go for it. I recommend using it at this section. I mean, unless you are excellent at jumping, then, yeah. I mean, trust me, if you're especially playing as Proto Man, use this weapon. Use it, use it, use it, and see how much damage one of those vehicles did to Proto Man? Yeah. Gotta wait for that Met to die, and then we can move on. Now, this upcoming section here, you can either, well, go 2 ways. You can either take the lower pathway and risk getting hit by those giant truck bots, or you can ride on the truck bot and, well, there are spikes ahead and you can slide underneath them. Or, what you can do is actually take the upper pathway. I would take the upper pathway, folks. I mean, it's easy to reach, and the reward for taking the upper pathway is definitely worth it. Trust me, it is definitely worth it. I mean, besides avoiding all these gimmicks right here, you're rewarded with an E-Tank. That's right, an E-Tank. I mean, it's an easy E-Tank, folks. I mean, unless you want to be bold and daring, take the bottom path. Go right ahead. Otherwise, take the upper pathway, you get an E-Tank, the end. And thankfully, it's the last of these stupid vehicle sections. It's just all downhill. Well, it's all smooth sailing from this point. It's not all downhill. Downhill means something bad's about to happen. But we just got through the worst of it, folks. No problem. Alright, now this enemy right here, it's no threat, really. You just need to use your shots to push him back, and occasionally hit the top of his head, which is where the light is. It's his weakness, I guess. So, yeah. Just keep him at bay. He'll never run into you, and there. Alright. Now the time has come for me to cruise on to the end in style. Screw platforming. Let's ride. Alright, so let me talk about Nitro Man's attack pattern. Nitro Man rides around in his bike mode and tries to ram into, well, your character. Afterwards, he will perform a wheelie, ride up the wall, change back into his normal mode, and fire wheel cutters. Nitro Man will also throw several wheel cutters while on the ground. Now, on easy mode, he only throws one wheel cutter at a time and never performs wheelies. The player should just keep jumping, and they should not be hit if careful. Now, on hard mode, his bike mode is extremely fast, and he runs in a short path again and again instead of across the room. Now, here's the thing by using Chill Spike against Nitro Man. Now, while he does take a good amount of damage while you use it directly on on Nitro Man, if you place Chill Spike in front of him while in bike mode, you'll take a lot more damage because I'm guessing, well, wheels and spikes, sharp things don't mix. I mean, come on. Have you ever gotten a flat tire? I have. It's not pretty. I'm guessing they're trying to invoke it in the, well, with spikes and wheels and stuff. Whatever. Nitro Man is dead. And we got his weapon, Wheel Cutter. And to be honest, Wheel Cutter is, okay. I mean, it's no substitute. It's okay. That's all I'm saying. It's just okay, really. If there's nothing really special, it's just another cutting weapon that just rolls along the ground and up walls. So that's it for that. So all right, let's move on to Bass, shall we? Because I believe it is his turn, if I recall correctly. And I'm showing off Bass's shop now. All right, so Bass, he has lives, he has E-tanks, weapon tanks, he has the shock guard, and the energy balancer. Now, he has two items here that are exclusive to Bass, but they're kind of similar to items the other characters can use. TI is Trouble Item. What it means is that Trouble will act like Eddie, in which if you use Trouble Item, Trouble will appear and give Bass a random item. And then there's also TR, which means Trouble Rescue. It's pretty much Beat Call in Trouble form. If Bass falls down a bottomless pit, he will temporarily transform into his Trouble Boost mode in order to save himself. I repeat, temporarily. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, that robot duck bird thing right there, that is actually Wily's pet bird, Reggae. Yeah, Reggae. To keep with the whole musical theme, as it were. Yeah, it's pretty much a Wily's duck bird thing that's running the shop. And he actually appears in some games, most notably in Mega Man 7. Now, if you were to input the wrong password, well, and hit enter, Reggae will appear with a little noise saying, you screwed up. Nah, 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 nah. He's basically there to troll you, as it were. So, yeah. Anyway, here we are, Commando Man. Alright. Commando Man. He is able to stun the player by pounding the ground and shoot commando bombs that home in on your character. Commando Man is said to inflict serious amounts of damage, and his stage is set in a desert, which has vicious sandstorms that can obstruct the player's vision and push them into pits and other hazards. And we'll actually be seeing that coming up. Now, before contracting Robo-Enza, Commando Man was a mine-sweeping robot who used remote detonation techniques to clear minefields all over the world. It is also said that he enjoys tasting oil from the various countries he visits. Okay, fascinating. Alright. So here we are, playing as Bass, and here's a fun fact. I don't know if I show this off during this playthrough. The Bass shots are so powerful that they can knock off the shields off the shield enemies, and the Sniper Joe's shields as well. So that's actually pretty cool, really. I mean, especially for the shields. You know those annoying shield enemies that go back and forth? Well, it's time for some payback, you know. And when you remove a shield from the shield enemy, they're like all shocked because they're essentially, for lack of a better term, naked. And they actually try to run away in shame. Now, I know there's another weapon that can do this, if I recall. It's just, I'll have to look it up. Sorry, folks. Shield attacker. Alright. Shield. Yeah, I'm looking this up right now, folks. It's taking a little while. Yeah. Anyway, I went down the bottom pathway because, well, as you can see here, you're rewarded with an E-Tank by doing so. Come on, E-Tanks are life. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Ah, here it is, right here. I got it right here. The Base Buster can knock off the shield as well as the water shield itself. So another shield weapon can take out the shield of the shield enemies. Huh. That's bizarre, oddly. Oh yeah, if you hit these mines, they will reveal enemies inside the sand, and yeah. And those, and that sand right there, it doesn't immediately kill your character, it's just there to, well, obstruct you. I mean, if you allow your character to sink far enough, you can die, but I wouldn't try it, folks. I would not try it. And we have more sandstorm activity with spikes and bottomless pits, and, screw platforming, I am taking Trouble Boost. Why? I have it, I should use it. Screw you level, I can fly. Flying with style. See, all these enemies are beneath base. Well, yeah. But of course, Trouble Boost uses a lot of weapon energy, but thankfully I bought some weapon tanks so that I can refill the sucker. So, and thank goodness for Shock Guard, or else base would be dead. Anyway, coming up, the sandstorm will be going in the opposite direction, which will give base a little boost, as it were. And thank goodness for that, because by the time I reach the end, I'm almost out of Trouble Boost. But it doesn't matter. You have served your master well, Trouble. Take a rest now. And screw you, big enemy. I can just shoot you from here because I am base. I can shoot in multiple directions. Base is awesome. Alright, Commando Man. Let's see. What else should I talk about him? Alright. Let's see. Commando bombs. He'll shoot him off. He'll try and stun you. I've already talked about that. On hard mode, he gets a new attack, stunning you by hitting the ground and creating an explosive shockwave, there we go, that travels all the way across the room. Okay, and yeah, Wheel Cutter can cancel out a commando bomb when they collide, so that's why it's its weakness, I guess. I don't know. And I'm acting a little bit reckless because, well, I have E-Tanks and I feel confident because I'm playing as Base. Base is awesome. He doesn't have that double damage weakness Proto Man does. I mean, sure, he has to stay still while he shoots at enemies, but yeah, I think the trade-off is worth it. And yeah, Commando Man is dead. Yeah. And I like the way Base acquires weapon energy. He's just hovers in the air, and he's like, smiling that, yeah, I'm awesome. I am the superior robot. Bow before me. Because that's pretty much his purpose, you know? Wily built him too well. He wants to be superior to all robots, especially Mega Man. I mean, So yeah, folks, we got 2 Robot Masters left to go, so, yeah. And we'll be getting back to the Blue Bombers starting in Part 4, and we'll reach the end. And I'll see you then, folks.